House on Monday, the 7th of July. Well, with me in the studio is Mohamed Taha from BBC Arabic. Good morning to you, Mohamed. Let's just start with the food distribution system. We've mentioned all these charities, including some very well-known, renowned ones such as Oxfam, Save the Children, Amnesty International, are arguing this is just flouting so many humanitarian laws and rules.
Yes, indeed, because the main point in this GHF that it is linked with the Israeli army. So the distribution spots of this charity is a nearby the Israeli army spots. So when these people that are coming hungry and maybe desperate to get the food, they might be in a hurry, they might be coming in big numbers, and the Israeli army sometimes they find some of them are threat to them and they fire against them, and this is causing this. This morning there are 3 people died by the Netzarim corridor around a distribution spot as well, and the numbers of people who are dying from these incidents are rising. There are more than 400 people died in these circumstances. That's why these agencies are trying to convince Israel to return back to distribute aid through the UN agencies and separate the military side from the aid side.
And in terms of the strike, the Israeli strike on the beach cafe in Hamas, a very popular spot for people, what are you hearing about the aftermath of that?
So the main problem that this cafe was like an internet access for people, for journalists, maybe for activists as well, who are going to Al-Baqa cafe to connect and do some work and maybe spend some time by the beach, and is now has been destroyed. There are more than 50 people died in this strike. There is no comment from the Israeli army, but our colleague Roshdi Abu Auf wrote online that there is a massive Israeli campaign across Gaza that is causing massive evacuations around the strip.
And while all this is going on, what's happening now in terms of ceasefire negotiations?
President Trump is very keen to achieve ceasefire. He invited Benjamin Netanyahu to the White House on July the 7th. But both parties, whether Israel and Hamas, seeing that there is no actual things that's happening, there is no actual negotiations are happening at the moment. And the main point between the two parties is that Israel does not want a permanent ceasefire, while Hamas want to having negotiations that will lead to permanent ceasefire and permanent withdrawal, Israeli withdrawal from Gaza.
Okay, Mohamed, thank you so much for bringing us up to date. Well, let's just discuss some of these latest